for me being late. So have a fun Zoom. It's recording, okay?
All right, thanks, Christy. Hey, we're gonna post the tasks in One Sexy, if that's okay, to make it easier to copy and paste.
Perfect.
Here. Okay, just so you know what we're gonna do.
No, have fun. It's up to you, girls. See ya.
Bye, thanks.
Bye.
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 Okay, I'm gonna make the first post in One Sexy.
We should probably explain what's going on.
Yeah,
Sarah.
I totally will.
We'll just leave you in the dark.
Okay, so sorry. For those of you who haven't done power hours before, basically what we're doing is we are just going to go hard at our business for an hour. So what we're going to do is I'm going to post something in One Sexy that you can use as, your own post. You can put a picture with it. Again, I always like to, say the power of selfies is huge. If you don't want to, that's okay too. And then as the hour goes on, we're going to tell you what to say to people who like, comments, message you about these kinds of posts. That way you have some verbiage like right there at your, and then you can use this later on down the road too. So feel free to use this like on a daily, weekly basis kind of thing. And yeah, so that's what we're going to do. I know a lot of us are friends on Facebook, or we might have mutual friends. So if you are creative, or if you want to put a little extra time into this post, like switch some wording up so things are a little bit different, please do so the same people aren't seeing the same post by different distributors, and so they know it's not like, just the same thing, if you guys know what I mean. All right. First post is made in Sexy.
You know there's a jungle behind our house? Bianca and one of the neighbor's cats were on top of the fence fighting each other. So as soon as I opened the door out there to see Bianca went this way, and that cat was like, the dad's here, run! The parents totally honey.
What is that?
That is Christy. We need to match.
Oh, it's a little too delicious, right?
That's her son.
Mute herself. I'll tell her to.
There. I told her too.
Did you?
Yeah. I said we can hear everything on this Zoom. Can you hear yourself? Holy. Having a baby. That is funny.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna post the second task right away just because it's something that we can be doing in the meantime. So once I post it, I can explain it a little bit more. Okay, so with the second task, it's taking about 20 minutes, next 20 minutes, and if you're on Instagram, going on and looking up new hashtags that you can add to your, like when you're posting and stuff like that, and then really being thoughtful with the way that you're interacting with people. So likes are good, but comments are really where it's at. So I feel like this really works with Facebook too. So if you can take some time and add some people on Facebook right now that are of quality that you might want on your dream team one day. Personally, I look for newlyweds or people who are in college because they're relatable to me. So find people that are relatable to you and go on and comment on their stuff. That's a really good way to start building that relationship. And by doing this, you're kind of like letting them into your life too. Like when you comment on their stuff, and they don't know who you are, they're probably going to help you. And so, you kind of are going back and forth with liking and commenting. When you comment on their stuff, they're probably going to start commenting on yours more. I think I was talking to Amanda Cordy about this earlier. I think it was Amanda. Maybe it was Kelsey. But anyways, I've made a lot of good friends by doing this, like people that I've never met before, and I just kind of added a month or two ago. But we go back and forth liking and commenting on each other's stuff, and like we're friends now because we know what each other like. Some people are cat friends, and so we'll message each other funny cat videos that we see, or some people are newlyweds and they'll post like bridesmaid dresses, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, that's so adorable. Have you looked at this place, this boutique for dresses or something like that? And so you're just starting to build relationships. So right now, go on and find more people on Instagram, like follow a couple people, same with Facebook, and then start interacting with people, because that's going to, start building that relationship with people. And, by doing this, I've had more people come to me asking about business stuff or the products, instead of me going to them when they like my posts. So they usually come out and ask without even liking anything that I post about the business. So I don't know. Take it as you please.
Hey, sorry I jumped on late. Jay walked through the door and Sophia texted and said I'm a loser and she's getting a ride home. So yay. So did you guys already post task 1?
We did 1 and 2 because they kind of go hand in hand. Like
okay.
Is, like the post, and 2 is what to be doing in the meantime.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Come here, you. Come on. No.
Scarlett.
Did we put it on our Instagram too? Okay.
Okay, guys, I'm going to post task 3 since we're about 20 minutes in. Now, this is something that you can be sending to your people as they like and comment on your post from here on out. It's a little wordy, it's very long, and personally, I would probably shorten this up as much as you can. Maybe just drip a few things. I'll just post it so you guys can see. I mean, this is what Ashley Hughes uses, so obviously it works. But you can tweak it however you want. Personally, I would make it shorter just because I have learned that the shorter you can keep things, the better, because it's easier to read and you keep your potentials kind of hooked and you keep them asking questions. So yeah, see how you would. There, it's posted. I'm sorry, it's a long one. So have fun. Okay, guys. We're about halfway through. Do you guys have any questions about anything, or questions just in general of how to message people, how to post, anything like that? You can unmute yourselves and ask. Can you guys hear me at all? Good. Okay. Good. How are your guys' posts going? Does anybody have any likes yet? Or anybody comment anything yet? You guys are so quiet.
I don't have anything yet besides Christy liking my post.
I think I just liked your post too.
Oh, thanks.
Oh. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of obsessed with this new flower thing that they have for Mother's Day. The little emoticon you can do instead of the like button. I kind of like it. I promise you guys, I will not bite if you talk. I swear. I got rabies shots and everything.
Sarah, I'm just listening to the video, and I think maybe that's what other people are doing too.
What was that?
The video you posted.
Oh, it's kind of cool, isn't it? Did you watch Jocelyn Yates's Periscope today about getting to Ruby?
I have not. But I did see some of her posts about it.
Mm-hmm. You have to watch it.
Yeah, and I tagged my downline in it. So
yeah, it's so awesome. Like, she broke out the whiteboard again and just made it super simple and like real of how things happen, and it's so much easier.
it seems newbies. It really is. It's a great video.
Right. Exactly.
So it's one I think that I'm going to save, and when I get more newbies, I'll just send it to them and say, watch this.
Do this.
Just watch this, please.
Do this. This is what Ruby looks like. No, there's one by Jade Hooper. It's like the roadmap to success or something like that. I send to all my newbies. Courtney, I think I sent, or Brady sent it to her, but it's so perfect because it breaks down like being commissions qualified, getting your first 4 loyals, what volume means, everything. And then now Jocelyn has that perfect post about going Ruby.
Right.
Or perfect scope, I should say. Man, people are not active like they used to be on Monday nights. I really do think because it's not football season and people aren't stuck at home with their husbands watching football, like they're less active.
And the weather's getting nicer.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. I took a thermofit earlier and I feel like I'm burping up hot sauce.
Because I have acid reflux disease.
Yep.
It's like, cool.
I was just like, I'm so gross. Okay. Okay, I'm going to post the last task in One Sexy. It's pretty self-explanatory. This is good for your hundreds lists or, the lists of people that you should be making of anybody that you talk to about the business or the products. Just to follow up with those people that you've talked with. So just, send them a message, say like, hey, I'm thinking of you, or hey, blah, 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 blah. I know we've been talking about this before. Just wondering if you've given it any thought. Like, have you thought of any more questions? Or some of my personal faves is like some of my pretty active potentials I'll check in with multiple times a week, but more or less just saying, hey, happy Monday. Like, I hope you have an awesome week. And yeah, and just make it non-business related. So however you feel, would make the most impact on your potentials right now, showing them that you care about them as a person. And then, maybe you say like, hey, so by the way, have you thought about, any more questions you have for me about the business, or any more questions you have for me about the wraps or the system, whatever you guys talked about. This is a good post for that. So this is something that you could do off and on almost every night. I feel like this is very good to do, but this kind of breaks it down just a little bit more. All right. And there you guys go. So last task for tonight. So as you guys are talking with people or, getting likes or comments and everything, it's probably going to take a couple hours for more people to see your post. You might not be getting the likes and comments right away, but I know for me, absolutely, I leave my stuff up, for about 24 hours, and then I really start messaging people. That way it gives people time, and then you're not just jumping on them right as they like your post about becoming a distributor and stuff like that. So yeah, what kind of questions do you guys have? Do you have questions about how to talk with people, what to post, how often to post? Like, what do you guys feel like you struggle with the most? Maybe we can talk about it. Guys are just already rock stars. Like, let's be honest. You don't have any questions?
Hey, I do.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put this out there. I just want to know, like, what your plan is, or how you go about getting so many distributors, because I know I struggle with it, and so I just kind of want to know what you do, what you say, and how you come across to different people.
Getting distributors.
Yeah.
I like to get them on the phone personally, and I like hearing about like why they need this, and then making it relatable. Like if you can understand their circumstances, like I just had someone join my team earlier, a couple days ago, and we went to high school together, and we were just talking about things, and we could relate easier, and so it made things a lot easier to talk about for like the business side of things, like talking about saving for college. She wanted to go back to college, and I'm like, oh girl, like let me tell you, I've got $34,000 worth of debt because of the school bills. Like I totally understand you want to do this and this and this, and then paying for a wedding now because she's engaged and all these different things. It's like, girl, I get it, I totally understand. So this is what I did, you know, this is I don't know, I really do think getting them on the phone, then they can hear your voice and they can hear that you're sincere and you're being honest about things. And then also I like to talk about how, you know, this isn't something that's just going to happen overnight. Just by getting into the business, that's not going to give you a paycheck. Like there is going to be some work involved. But don't worry, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know. I'm going to be right here holding your hand the entire way. Anything you need, you just let me know. But I mean, this is, you know, an investment, and it's an investment in yourself. So you need to put in some work, but I'll show you everything to do, but you know, you need to do this. So if you feel like you can do this, like, you know, whatever, showing them that like it's very attainable. Like the only difference between them and an ambassador diamond is time and effort. That's it. An ambassador diamond is no different than a distributor, except for they put in a couple more years time, or like 2 years of time and a lot of effort. That's it, you know? And so that's why I like to say to my people, I don't know, I like it better on the phone. I'm still trying to find an app that records phone conversations. I had one on my Galaxy that was pretty awesome, but I don't have a phone recorder or like a conversation recorder for iPhone that's good. So I've been waiting to like try and find one so that way you guys can just hear how I say it. Because then I do that with loyals too, because I mean, then you can add some humor into it. Like, girl, let me tell you, I really do think pizza should be a food group. And I put on some polar bear weight this winter, so this is what I'm doing. Are you going to do it with me? Kind of thing. So, yeah, that's what I do. I don't know. What do you do?
Well, I don't really have an issue with loyals at all. And I struggle a little bit with getting distributors sometimes. So I just wanted to get some more. I think it just kind of depends on the person and how they are with things. Like I've had different loyals that are like, okay, sign me up. You know, here's all my information, like that fast. Mm-hmm. Or a lot of times I do get with them on the phone and go over like what they want to do, you know, the products that they want to use, that sort of thing. And distributors, I'm just trying to think. It's kind of been both, where some people are doing it right over Messenger, or some people I don't even know that they're going to sign up as a distributor. They just do instead of being a loyal, you know, because I've gone after them that way. And then, so just kind of varies, I guess. I guess, you know, and more my initial stuff has been with reaching out, Facebook messaging, you know, that sort of thing. And I've had different phone calls with different people. And, you know, I mean, I feel like my wording and everything's okay, but it's just getting the people to like
Commit.
flip that switch and say yes. Yeah.
I know, like, when we were taking bonuses and everything, I know with Christina, this was a message that worked for her, and it worked for a couple others, but it was like, hey, you want to make some money with me or not? Like, this is happening. Like, you want to come with me or not? Because, I mean, you're deserving of it. You just need to see that you are deserving of it. It's like, I see it in you, but, you know, you need to see it in yourself. But that's all I said. I'm like, hey, you want to make some money with me or not? That was it.
Okay.
I got a lot of no responses or no's, not right nows or anything, but I did get a couple yeses, and it happened. So, I mean,
Okay.
every once in a while, I feel like it's okay to be blunt. Like, a lot of times, you know, you're trying to build that relationship and you're trying to, like, learn about their lives so that way when they do sign up, you know, you know how to better relate with them. But, like, sometimes it's just like, hey, do you want to do this or not? Like, this is your decision.
Right.
Are you ready?
Well, and probably with some of those people who you've contacted and they've been on the fence and are sitting there, that sort of thing, I think I could be that blunt with them and just be like, hey. Yeah, for real. And sometimes just hearing someone else say it out loud, you just need that. You know, that you can be that blunt with people, and if they say no, they say no.
Right. Yeah. Or like Brady, I mean, I don't know how this works, but I mean, it does. But he'll be like, hey, I see you read my stuff. I see you read my messages. What the hell? Why won't, like, you can tell me no. Just respond or something.
Right.
And it works for him. Sometimes. Most of the time. He's laughing. But is Tanya still in here? Yeah. Tanya, what works for you?
I'm here. Trying to finish up a project, and I didn't want to distract anyone.
Okay.
But I've been listening the whole time. What works for me, I'm better at signing up loyals. I'm like Sherry that way. But what I do, I message them. I'm honest with them. I get a lot of people, like, I just had 3 people messaging me saying, you know, this summer I want to start with It Works. You know, using this product or that product or whatever. And what was funny is I've been bugging them, talking to them for like 3 years, and they've said no. So what I like to do is when they finally come to that, it's like, great, what's a good day for you? I'm available on these days. I would get together with you. On the phone, if, you know, they're too crazy busy, or if they've got kids at home or whatever, if that's more comfortable for them, I'll go to their house. But I just met with a girl, last week, that I'd been talking to. She was, you know, for a long time. And I said, listen, why don't we meet at the coffee house at Taproots is what it's called here in Ashland. And it's right across the street from her work. And I said, listen, it doesn't have to be long. I just want to figure out what products would work for you. Because she was really interested in the wraps. And, you know, I'm fine. I'll sell her some wraps, but I want to know what her goals are. And, you know, she is looking at the greens for something to do all the time in the wraps to help her, because she's lost 30-some pounds. So she needs to tighten up. And, but you don't get that if you just message them, well, here are the wraps. This is what you can get them for, or whatever. I like to ask, what are your goals? What do you hope to get out of this? For her, she wanted to buy 2 wraps because that was, she could do, it was like 6 days until she was going to Florida, and she wanted to get rid of the hail damage on the back of her arms, which you get during the winter. And that's all she needed for now. Now, when she gets back from Florida, we're going to get together again and we're going to talk more about the greens. So I gave her some sample of greens and, you know, just to help her get the sludge out of her system. But it's all about, for me, and it's always been this, is figuring out from that loyal or from that potential loyal what they need, what they want to get out of the product. Because if they're saying, hey, I want to lose 50 pounds, let's buy some wraps. I'm going to say, well, the wraps aren't going to make you lose 50 pounds. A healthy lifestyle, exercise, and we do have a few products, get together and talk about, you know, what would work within your budget. So that's just how I do it with loyals. Distributors, you know, sometimes I have great luck with that and other times not so much. But again, it's about getting together with them and figuring out what they want and letting them decide. Don't be pushy, because if you're pushy, I was pushy in the beginning, and if you're pushy, that they kind of run away from you.
Or you get the people that you don't.
Right, and you don't want
your
them.
team.
No, oh Lord, I have 30 some distributors under me. I only have like maybe 5 or 6 that are active. And that's because in the beginning, so yeah, but that's just what I do. I mean, you figure out what works for you and what kind of person you are. You know, for me, getting the distributors is something I'm still working on. But getting customers isn't all that hard. You know? So you just got to talk to people and be nice to people and smile. And when
so you're more of the meet in person kind of thing.
Belly to
That's what you
belly.
like to do.
Yeah, and belly to belly. I mean, I like to like post on Facebook and do things, message people, but I love doing expos and I love getting in front of people.
Good.
Not a huge party person. If I go to a party and there's more than 5 people there, I kind of go into a panic mode and get on there. I like it when there's like 1, 2, 3 people. Sit around the coffee table or sit out in the living room and BS for a while and talk about it. And I'm more loose and easy. So.
But you still post and everything so people know what you're doing. You're like consistent with that, which I like. Yeah, I feel like a lot of One Sexy is still kind of new, and so not everyone knows that like you can do things different ways. Like some people have a knack for parties, some people have a knack for texting on the phone, belly to belly, or expos, like vendor shows. You know, it doesn't have to be the same. You know, it really doesn't. Or how you say things or post things, it doesn't have to be the same, but you are going to keep getting people or keep generating interest by being consistent with whatever it is that you're doing, like the posting or talking with people, or you know, staying in touch with your team even if, you know, they feel like they're fading away or something like that. People see that and it does make a difference. So maybe it is someone that needs to watch you for a year. And then they message you.
That's what I get. I get a lot of that. That I haven't, you know, that it's like I'll message them once or twice a month, or some people I message every 3 to 6 months because they never message me back or whatever. But I'm watching because I know they see my messages. I know sometimes they like them. And for a while, when it comes to like my It Works posts, it seems like nobody but other It Works distributors like it. And it's so funny because they don't. So every once in a while, I throw out a post like I did this weekend for Mother's Day. I wanted to know how many mamas and or you know, who are my mamas and how many kids they had, and they were entered in a drawing, and they could get one of 3 products. So that really opened things up too, you know. Or do a post about how did you first meet me? That's a really good one too, because then people put one word and then then you know kind of who's really watching you. And you can always use your chat bar up the side of your computer. You know, I'm on my computer a lot. That chat bar kind of shows you who's on. So it's like, I'm looking at you. That way I can do more talking and stuff. But Yeah, and then just the verbiage too when someone wants to order but they can't like get on the phone or they're not exactly sure what to do. I send them a message that said, "Would it be okay if I helped you put in your order? For me to put in this," and then they would answer, "Yes, yes, please." And they say, "For me to put in this order, this is what I need." And then you list the steps of what they need. And it makes it easier. I mean,
right. And then that way too, you know, it's going in. You know that that's volume.
And then, you know, if they give me a password or they say make one up, whenever they make it up, it's usually their first and last name or first name and 1, 2, 3. That way they can remember it.
Right.
And I can remember it. And then I always take a picture of their, on my phone, I take a picture of their number and their name or their when they sign up, you get your number and then you get your password. I always take a picture of that and send it to them so they always have it too, so they can get in. But yeah, there's been times where I've talked to people, I've gone over to their house just to walk them through the website, and they're just loyal customers. So, you know, or I'll get on the phone with them. One girl, I got on the phone with her because, you know, she lives in 2 states away. So I got on the phone with her and just walked her through it. You know.
I do that a lot. I pace. I'll put in my headphones and I pace. I walk up and down.
Brady posted that the other day. That was cute because I do the same thing, except I don't have any kids.
But I have to talk
around, so I'm on my speaker talking to people walking around my house.
Yep. Exactly. I'm so like that. Yeah. And then too, like I get my brain going. I'm like, okay, well, if you're ready, okay, I can walk you through it if you're ready. And they're like, oh yeah. I'm like, okay, well, do you have a computer ready? Like, all right, yep. All right, pull this up and all right, do you see my name in the right hand corner? Okay, good, you're in the right spot. And I'll click this and this and this and
yep.
Like it's so much easier. And then you can joke with them while they're filling out information. You can make sure everything's going through okay and you know, whatnot. But like I don't know, as for distributors, I like to get them on the phone too. And that was the same with my new girl, and it was the first time that we had ever talked. And it was she was interested in what I did, and I'm like, hey, like I'm gonna call you. And so we talked like the next day, and we talked for I think it was like an hour and 40 minutes. And at the end, we signed her up.
Yeah.
And it was so awesome because like now, not only do I have a new friend because we made friends, and it was so much better. And I think we forget to say this to people a lot, but you really do make some of the best friends in this business. And it's like, it's so true. And I feel like getting to know your potentials is part of that. And then, so yeah, it was really, it's basically the same every time for my potentials. You get to know them, you talk to them. It's more of a reassuring, like you know how they feel. It's completely normal. Okay. And then saying, you know what, you are worthy of this. You just have to see it for yourself. Like, would you like to be a stay-at-home mom? Or like, hey, would you like an extra $200 a month to help pay for diapers or groceries or getting your nails done or something like that, or shopping money? Like, what would you like? All right. Okay. Then this is what we need to do. All right. Can you do this? All right. Awesome. Then you're fine. Like, you can totally do this, you know? And so you just, I don't know, you make it super simple, but I think we have different ways. And so once you find that way that actually fits for you, that works really well for you, then you just got to go in and perfect it.
Yep.
So.
Definitely. Where is the link for the Show Me the Money call? Doesn't that start soon?
Oh yeah, it started 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to jump off because I am late for a call with Potential.
Like a mouse.
Thanks, guys.
I'll talk to you later. Thanks everyone for being on here. Let us know if you guys need any help with posting or what to say when you're messaging potentials, when they have questions or anything like that. Or if you just feel like you're stuck, anything like that, let us know because we are here for you. All right, Christy, I think we're done.
I don't think she's listening.
No, I'll message her. All right, bye guys.
Bye.